Ladies and gentlemen, today I stand before you with a simple yet powerful message. Do what is hard. In a world that craves shortcuts, instant gratification, and ease, we must remember that true growth and success never come from the path of least resistance. No, the real treasures lie in doing what others shy away from, in confronting challenges head on, and in embracing the discomfort that accompanies the pursuit of greatness. Growth, both personal and professional, does not come from moments of ease or comfort. It arises from challenge, the kind of challenge that pushes you to your limits and forces you to evolve. This is not a concept reserved for extraordinary individuals or elite athletes, but a universal truth for everyone. When faced with challenges, we are given the opportunity to expand our skills, fortify our resilience, and develop the qualities necessary to achieve success. Every challenge presents us with a test, and with every test, we either rise to the occasion or falter. It is in this rising that growth occurs. Challenges force us to go beyond what we already know and tap into potential that might otherwise remain dormant. When we encounter difficulties, we are often required to learn new skills, adapt to unfamiliar situations, or think in ways we have never thought before. These new ways of thinking and behaving lead to development, which is the essence of growth. Without challenge, there is stagnation. If you only ever do what you already know how to do, you will find that your abilities will plateau. Growth doesn't come from mastering a skill and resting on that mastery. It comes from being faced with situations that stretch your knowledge and skills. In moments of challenge, your brain forms new connections, learns new ways of solving problems, and ultimately becomes more efficient and effective. These challenges act as catalysts for deeper self-awareness, helping you understand not only what you are capable of, but also what areas need further development. In the face of a challenge, you may experience fear or discomfort, and that's perfectly natural. These feelings are signals that you are stepping into unfamiliar territory, the territory where growth happens. Think about any significant achievement in your life. Was it accomplished without overcoming obstacles? Likely not. Every significant step forward comes with a moment of uncertainty, a period of struggle, or a period of failure. However, it is precisely in overcoming those moments that you realize your own strength and ability to adapt. The act of facing a challenge forces you to move outside your comfort zone and engage with the world in a new way. Moreover, challenges test our perseverance. It is easy to stay motivated when things are going well, but the true measure of a person's growth is in how they respond to adversity. When things get tough, do you give up or dig deeper? The people who grow the most are those who take challenges head on, those who see difficulty as a chance to improve rather than an excuse to quit. They push forward because they understand that growth requires endurance, and the more they challenge themselves, the stronger and more resilient they become. Every challenge you face offers valuable lessons that will stay with you for a lifetime. Whether the challenge is personal, professional, or academic, it equips you with the wisdom, skills, and experiences that will help you handle future obstacles more effectively. The more challenges you embrace, the better prepared you will be to face even greater ones. Growth does not happen without effort, and effort cannot exist without challenge. Ultimately, the challenges you face today will form the foundation for your success tomorrow. They are not merely obstacles in your path, they are opportunities to expand your potential, to refine your character, and to shape your future. Growth is not just a product of time, it is the product of challenge, effort, and the willingness to face the unknown with courage and determination. Success in its truest form is not a product of ease, nor is it the result of staying in the comfortable, familiar spaces of life. Success is born from discomfort, from the moments when we are forced to confront the unfamiliar and the difficult. In fact, the greatest achievements are often the direct result of moments where discomfort, when understood and navigated correctly, is the fertile ground in which success grows. Well, it is human nature to avoid discomfort. The mind seeks pleasure and ease, and the body gravitates toward the familiar, the predictable. This instinct is ingrained in our very DNA, designed for survival. However, in the pursuit of success, this instinct can become a limitation. If we constantly avoid discomfort, we will never stretch ourselves to our fullest potential. Discomfort is the catalyst from where we are to where we want to be. One of the most crucial things to understand about discomfort is that it is not an enemy as it is often perceived. Rather, it is a signal. It signals that we are stepping out of our comfort zone, moving into an area where growth and transformation are possible. Whether it's taking on a new challenge at work, learning a new skill, or making difficult decisions in our personal lives, discomfort is a sign that we are pushing boundaries, that we are stretching beyond what we have known and done before. Without discomfort, there is no reason to change. If life were always comfortable and easy, there would be no need for innovation, for learning, or for improvement. Success in any field requires not just competence, but also adaptability, perseverance, and the ability to thrive under pressure. These qualities are developed through periods of discomfort. For example, an athlete becomes stronger not by lounging in comfort, but by pushing through fatigue, pain, and the limitations of the body. A successful entrepreneur faces countless challenges, rejections, and failures before they find the right formula for success. These experiences are uncomfortable, but they are necessary. Discomfort also builds resilience, a quality that is indispensable for achieving long-term success. Life is full of ups and downs, successes and failures. Those who thrive are not the ones who avoid hardship, but those who learn to weather it. Each time we face discomfort head-on, we build the mental and emotional toughness required to face even greater challenges in the future. Resilience is forged in the furnace of discomfort, and without it, success remains elusive. Additionally, embracing discomfort can lead to a profound sense of accomplishment and fulfillment. When we push through tough situations, the sense of achievement that follows is far greater than the fleeting relief of avoiding discomfort. This sense of accomplishment reinforces the belief that we are capable of overcoming any challenge, further strengthening our resolve to pursue success. It creates a virtuous cycle where each uncomfortable moment builds confidence and prepares us for future challenges. Many of the world's most successful individuals have understood this truth deeply. They have consistently chosen the harder road, not because it was the easiest, but because they recognize that success requires a willingness to be uncomfortable. From business leaders to artists, athletes, and pioneers, those who have achieved greatness have all faced discomfort and used it as a tool for growth. The path to success is not paved with ease, but with moments that test our limits and demand that we rise above them. Resilience, the ability to bounce back from setbacks, adversity, or failure, is a fundamental trait in anyone striving for success. It is not something that comes naturally or effortlessly. Rather, resilience is forged in the crucible of struggle. The most resilient individuals are not those who have avoided hardship, but those who have faced it, learned from it, and emerged stronger on the other side. Struggle in this sense is not something to be feared or avoided, but something to be embraced as a powerful force for personal growth and development. Struggle is often seen as a negative experience, something that brings pain and frustration. However, it is within these moments of difficulty that the seeds of resilience are planted. Struggle forces us to confront our weaknesses, doubts, and limitations. It reveals parts of ourselves we may not have known existed, exposing areas where we need to grow and develop. It is through the process of wrestling with these challenges that we become better, more capable individuals. Resilience isn't something you are born with. It is something you build through your responses to adversity. Consider the experience of a person training for a marathon. The early stages are filled with discomfort, sore muscles, fatigue, and doubt. But it is through enduring this discomfort day after day, that the runner becomes stronger, both physically and mentally. The struggle is what toughens the body and fortifies the mind. It is the same with any challenge, whether personal, professional, or academic. If we give up when faced with struggle, we forfeit the opportunity to build resilience. The growth comes not when we are on solid ground, but when we are forced to rise from the depths of difficulty. Every setback, every failure, and every challenge is an opportunity to build resilience. Resilience doesn't mean that we never experience disappointment or frustration. Rather, it means that we develop the capacity to navigate through these difficult emotions and emerge stronger and wiser. When faced with adversity, resilient individuals do not see themselves as victims of circumstance. Instead, they view struggle as a stepping stone, a necessary part of the journey that will ultimately lead to greater success. They understand that failure is not permanent, but a temporary condition that can be overcome with perseverance, grit, and determination. Moreover, struggle builds resilience by teaching us how to adapt. Life is unpredictable, and the road to success is rarely a straight line. The ability to adjust to changing circumstances, to recalibrate our approach in the face of obstacles, is one of the hallmarks of resilience. Struggle forces us to innovate, to find new ways of tackling problems, and to think outside the box. It challenges us to rethink our strategies, to learn from our mistakes, and to keep moving forward despite the setbacks. The process of adapting to adversity strengthens our mental fortitude, making us more capable of handling future challenges. Through struggle, we also develop patience. The path to success is rarely quick, and it is filled with many obstacles. In the midst of struggle, it is easy to feel disheartened or discouraged. However, resilience is cultivated in our ability to keep going even when progress feels slow or when the finish line seems distant. It is in this persistent effort, despite the odds, that true resilience is built. The greatest achievers in history have often been the ones who have faced the most significant struggles. It was not their success that made them resilient, but rather their willingness to endure hardship, learn from it, and grow stronger as a result. The struggle is not an enemy. It is a teacher, a guide that leads us to deeper understanding and greater strength. Through struggle, resilience is not just built, it is earned. The pursuit of success, whether in business, sports, personal development, or any other area of life, is often seen as an exciting and inspiring journey. However, the reality of turning dreams into achievement is far more complex. While inspiration and motivation are essential in sparking the desire for success, they alone are insufficient to transform dreams into reality. The crucial element that acts as the bridge between our dreams and their fulfillment is discipline. Discipline is not just about willpower or self-control. It is a systematic approach to staying focused, organized, and consistent in the pursuit of a goal. It is the ability to take daily actions, regardless of how small, toward a larger vision. Dreams may provide the destination, but discipline is the pathway that leads us there. Without discipline, even the most ambitious dreams remain nothing more than fantasies, unattainable and out of reach. The most significant accomplishments in life don't happen in a single burst of inspiration or in moments of intense motivation. They are the result of consistent, deliberate actions taken over time. A person who dreams of becoming an athlete doesn't achieve greatness by thinking about it once in a while. It is the daily grind of practice, the routine of training, the willingness to push through fatigue, and the commitment to improvement that make the dream a reality. Discipline is what allows us to keep going when the initial excitement wears off and when obstacles arise. It transforms our desires into tangible outcomes. At its core, discipline requires the ability to delay immediate gratification in favor of long-term goals. In a world that thrives on instant results and convenience, this is one of the most challenging aspects of discipline. Many people are drawn to the idea of success, but lack the patience to put in the work that success demands. They might start strong, but when they don't see immediate results, they give up thinking that success is unattainable. Discipline, on the other hand, is the ability to stay committed to the long-term vision, even when the results are not immediately visible. It is the quiet determination to continue doing what needs to be done, even when the rewards are far off. Discipline is also about setting clear, actionable goals and consistently working toward them. A dream without a plan is simply a wish. Discipline forces us to break down our large dreams into manageable, bite-sized goals that can be accomplished one step at a time. Each small goal accomplished builds momentum, and with every accomplishment, we get closer to our ultimate vision. Discipline helps us stay organized, track our progress, and adjust our methods when needed. Furthermore, discipline builds the character necessary for success. The more we exercise discipline, the stronger our self-control becomes. Over time, discipline becomes a habit, and it no longer feels like a struggle to stay on track. It becomes part of our identity. We don't just dream about success, we work for it every day. This consistency creates a powerful momentum that propels us forward, even when faced with setbacks or failures. In every field, those who achieve extraordinary results are often not the ones with the most talent, but those who have the strongest discipline. While natural talent is valuable, without discipline, even the most gifted individuals may struggle to reach their full potential. Talent can get you started, but discipline will carry you across the finish line. Discipline is what separates those who dream of success from those who achieve it. It's the bridge between the vision we have for our lives and the reality we create. Consistency is one of the most powerful forces in the pursuit of any meaningful goal. It may not always appear as glamorous or thrilling as the initial bursts of inspiration or grand gestures of effort, but consistency is the quiet strength that drives lasting success. The ability to show up day after day, putting in the work, regardless of mood or external circumstances, is what separates those who achieve their goals from those who falter along the way. Consistency is the key that unlocks the door to sustained progress and long-term results. At its core, consistency is about developing habits, routines, and systems that support the achievement of a desired outcome. It is not about working harder in short bursts or relying on bursts of motivation. Rather, it is the practice of steady, deliberate action over time. Whether you are working towards a career goal, improving your health, building relationships, or pursuing any other ambition, consistency is the thread that weaves together all your efforts. It is the cumulative effect of small, repeated actions that eventually leads to significant transformation. One of the most remarkable things about consistency is that it doesn't require perfection. The beauty of consistent effort is that it doesn't matter if you aren't always at your best. As long as you keep going, progress will be made. It's the daily commitment to show up that counts. You don't need to be perfect every day, but the power of doing something consistently, even if imperfectly, compounds over time. This is why consistency trumps fleeting moments of inspiration. It keeps you moving forward, even on the days when you lack motivation or feel overwhelmed. Think about the most successful people in any field, whether they're athletes, artists, entrepreneurs, or scientists. Their success rarely comes from sporadic bursts of effort. Rather, it is the result of consistent, persistent action over years, even decades. Take an athlete, for example. The journey to mastery doesn't happen after one intense training session or even a week of effort. It's the countless hours spent in practice, the continuous refinement of skills, and the dedication to improvement day after day. The same is true in any area of life. True success is born from the relentless application of effort over time. Another key aspect of consistency is that it builds momentum. When you start with small, consistent actions, you begin to create a snowball effect. Each small victory, each task completed adds to your confidence, energy, and belief that success is possible. As you consistently put in the work, you start to see results. And these results, however small, motivate you to keep going. Over time, the compound effect of consistent actions becomes undeniable. What might have seemed like insignificant steps at the start becomes a path leading to significant accomplishment. Consistency also creates accountability. When you commit to consistent effort, you build a sense of responsibility, not just to others, but to yourself. Your actions become a reflection of your values and your commitment to your goals. As you maintain consistency, you develop discipline, self-control, and a deep sense of purpose. This accountability keeps you on track even when faced with distractions, setbacks, or challenges. There is a powerful truth in life that many overlook. The greatest rewards often come from doing the hardest things. In a world that increasingly values comfort, convenience, and ease, the idea of embracing difficulty can seem counterintuitive. Yet it is in facing the toughest challenges and stepping outside our comfort zones that we discover our true potential and unlock the rewards that others may never experience. The rewards of doing hard things are not just tangible achievements, but profound changes in who we are and what we are capable of. When we choose to do hard things, we engage in a process of growth. Hard tasks push us beyond the limits of what we think is possible, forcing us to stretch and expand our capabilities. Whether it's training for a marathon, launching a business, or taking on a difficult project at work, doing hard things tests our endurance, our resolve, and our creativity. As we work through these challenges, we uncover hidden strengths and talents, discovering that we are capable of far more than we initially believed. This growth, both personal and professional, is one of the most significant rewards of tackling hard tasks. Beyond growth, the rewards of doing hard things are rooted in the development of resilience. Life is full of setbacks and obstacles, and it's not always the easy times that shape us, but the difficult ones. When we push through challenges, we build mental and emotional resilience. We learn how to navigate failure, disappointment, and frustration without giving up. This resilience becomes an asset that we carry with us throughout our lives, enabling us to handle even greater difficulties with confidence and strength. The ability to endure and persevere through tough times is an invaluable reward that sets us apart from others who shy away from hard things. Moreover, doing hard things cultivates discipline and focus. Success in any endeavor requires the ability to stay committed to a long-term goal despite the temptations of instant gratification or the distractions of daily life. When we take on difficult tasks, we must develop the discipline to show up every day, put in the work, and stay focused on the bigger picture. The process of doing hard things trains us to be more disciplined in all areas of our lives. We learn how to prioritize, manage our time effectively, and stay persistent even when things get tough. This discipline becomes a cornerstone of our success, allowing us to achieve not just one goal, but multiple, as we apply the same principles of hard work and focus across various aspects of life. Additionally, the rewards of doing hard things extend to the deep sense of fulfillment that comes with accomplishing what seemed impossible. There is a unique satisfaction that comes from achieving something difficult, something that required effort, sacrifice, and determination. When we overcome a tough challenge, we gain a sense of pride and accomplishment that cannot be replicated by taking the easy route. This fulfillment is not just about the outcome, but about the journey, the knowledge that we faced adversity, persisted through it, and ultimately succeeded. This sense of achievement boosts our confidence, reinforcing the belief that we can tackle even bigger challenges in the future. Furthermore, the rewards of doing hard things often extend beyond the individual. When we push ourselves to accomplish difficult tasks, we inspire others to do the same. Our success becomes a beacon of possibility for those around us, showing them that hard work and perseverance can lead to great outcomes. By doing hard things, we not only transform ourselves, but also have the potential to positively influence those who watch our journey and draw strength from it. Ultimately, the rewards of doing hard things are both intrinsic and extrinsic, deeply personal and widely impactful. They are not just the material rewards of achievement, but the intangible rewards of growth, resilience, discipline, and fulfillment. While the path may be difficult and the challenge is steep, the rewards waiting at the end make every struggle worthwhile. It is through doing hard things that we truly discover who we are, what we are capable of, and how far we can go when we choose to face adversity head on. In conclusion, the journey to success is not found in comfort, but in the challenges and difficulties we face. The power of doing hard things lies in the growth, resilience, discipline, and fulfillment they bring. Consistency, discipline, and embracing discomfort, ultimately turning dreams into tangible achievements. By pushing through struggle and remaining consistent, we unlock our potential and strengthen our resolve. Success is built through the courage to tackle hard things, for it is through these very challenges that we transform, grow, and achieve far more than we ever imagined possible.